I'm Steve Mignon, doing the Junkyard Crawl here in Burniston Auto Wrecking in Burniston, Massachusetts, with a 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX. Now, Impreza and WRX had a brand new body for 2002, a little more streamlined than the previous body, which is the nature of design. But only the WRX got this scoop right here. We'll get to why that's there in just a second. Of course, WRX means World Rally Cross X Champion. So WRX World Rally Cross, that was the term for these things. And they were really serious rally cars back in the day, all-wheel drive on these things. And again, wider stance because of the all-wheel drive system, front and rear. Meanwhile, most Subarus in the day were front-wheel drivers. All-wheel drive was an option, but standard equipment on the WRX was all-wheel drive. I love the bulging finish of the wide body kit, front and rear. Pretty cool, but the wagons don't have the wide body, which is kind of an interesting twist, but these were available as a four-door and a two-door and a wagon. So this is a four-door hardtop, or sedan, I should say, and somebody painted the wheels gold, but that's okay. Kind of a tribute to the WRX STI, which did have gold-colored wheels. And getting back to this scoop right here, I think about Subaru's humble beginnings, 1973 through 79. This is the Subaru lineup right here. Very humble, very boring cars. As a kid, I remember seeing these things. I thought they were too short, the back. Like there's no back. But again, the engine's all up front. So there's no rear axle, no drive shaft. So very efficient car for what it was, but not very stylish. And again, front wheel drive, but always a flat four. That was Subaru's thing, really from the beginning of this era, a flat four Boxer. And let's take a look at that Boxer. Now, the STA engine was hopped up, 217 horsepower, courtesy of dual overhead cams, the turbocharger, which is lurking in the back over here, right there. It's under that shield, which keeps heat away from underhood areas. And of course, the intercooler is gone, which would have lived here. And the scoop is about keeping the intercooler chilled and the denser turbocharged inlet air cooler and denser. And on the VIN, the ninth digit, or the sixth digit, is a 9, which tells us there was the turbocharged engine right here, the 9. That's the WRX turbo motor. So kind of cool right there. And inside the car, there was two possibilities, a manual transmission or an automatic. And this one has, the automatic. So that's going to be a 4-speed automatic with overdrive built in. But again, the stick shift would be the more sporting setup, but again, there it is, the automatic in this one here. Again, all-wheel drive, always on. You don't have to engage it; it's just there at all points in time. 7,000 RPM redline, so that little Boxer 4 can rev right up to 7 grand, making 217 horsepower. There's also the WRX STI, which could go 271 horsepower with a red intake manifold. The best way to identify those things with the red manifold on them. In the back, you can see that gray structure. That tubular thing is a stiffener brace, only seen on WRX is to help bolster the unibody, for potential rally use. Believe it or not, these are built to go rallying in stock form, and didn't really need any major bolstering to make them competitive. Of course, under the hood, if you really want to go world-class rally racing, you had to do some tuning on the engine for sure. But again, all-wheel drive, we have it here, front and back. And of course, you could also get all-wheel drive on the standard Impreza, but again, only the WRX had all-wheel drive at all points in time. The Impreza could be had with just front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, you choose. Deck lid on the trunk in these things is pretty, as they say, commodious. Lots of room in there, big, really. Lots of room for luggage, groceries, etc. And nice use of space. And of course, instead of carpets at this point in time, this is sort of a molded, recyclable. It's plastic-ish, but it's actually sort of some sort of a soy or some kind of a compound. I think it's plastic, but it is recyclable. It does it degrades in sunlight, I think. But again, the fuzz is baked in, and it's lighter than any rubber could be, more durable than any kind of a paint covering. So cool thing right here. Big single exhaust on these things. Not here. Oh, there it is right there. Aftermarket exhaust right there. Somebody added that on. And, a lot of guys, when they have these WRXs, they hop them up. You can always tell a WRX or a Subaru, for that matter, coming down the road, they have a really almost a Harley-Davidson sound to them. Sort of the Boxer engine kind of has a unique sound versus a V8 or a V6 or an inline 6 or anything like that. And of course, something we found in this one here is the factory-issued Momo steering wheel. Right here, it's not, the original Momo would be wood and aluminum. This is sort of the Momo brand, licensed by Subaru to be used. A sporty steering wheel. There it is right there with the the set for the cruise control right here. That bit right there, nice and fuzzy. And of course, behind the Momo logo is the airbag, the dreaded airbag. When those things go off, it's always exciting. A lot of guys put these things under chairs and shops and have stunt videos on YouTube. It's always a laugh. But anyway, there you have it, a Momo steering wheel from the factory, but with a wink. So that's the story of this 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX. Really kind of the Plymouth Roadrunner of the import set. These are very potent cars, fully capable of running a low, well, probably a mid 14 second and a quarter mile. Very potent cars for what they are, and a far cry from where Subaru was back in the 60s and the 70s with those bizarre front wheel drive, weird looking things. But these are very stylish, great looking cars. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to subscribe to the Steve Maggs YouTube channel. Come back tomorrow for more Junkyard Crawl here from Bernison Auto Wrecking. Thanks for watching.